students, how are you all? Hope that all are doing well. Today onwards, again we are going to start our online classes of 8th history. Okay, before that I want to ask one thing. Those who are not completed your holiday homework, please do it fast. So dear children, today we are going to start our third lesson. What is our third lesson? What is that? Anybody? Please. What is that? In this lesson, we will learn about the American Civil War. And we will learn about the meaning of Civil War and the reasons for Civil War. Are you ready? Yes, we can start. So here we are starting with our third lesson, the American Civil War. In this lesson we will learn about the reason for the Civil War. Before that we should know the meaning of Civil War. The conflict within a country is known as Civil War. The conflict within the country is known as Civil War. American Civil War also called War between States. American Civil War also called War between States. And on those days, USA followed a federal system of government like India. India also following a federal form of government. The government both in center and state. Example, India, I told you. This made a sharing a power in lawmaking. That means government has to participate in making law for the country both together. State government and central government both to participate in making law for the country. Okay, and the Civil War started in 1861. Civil War started in 1861 and ended in 1865. The American Civil War was a civil war in the United States from 1861 to 1865, fought between northern states and southern states. Northern states and southern states. The government support northern USA. Government supported by states of northern USA. The southern state included 11 states. The southern states included 11 states. They organized a Confederate States of America. Confederate States of America. The 11th States of America, they made a group and organized the Confederate States of America. Okay, understood up to here all of you? Yes. Now we will see the basic differences between the northern and southern state. Basic differences between northern and southern states. And their economic policies decided their development in the northern and southern state. The economic policies decided the development in the northern and southern states. First one, economic development. The Industrial Revolution. After the Industrial Revolution, the north states, they started many industries. They started a large number of textile factories and manufacturing industries. And it leads the growth of towns and cities. After the Industrial Revolution, north states, they opened a large number of textiles and other manufacturing industries, and it leads to growth of towns. And this urbanization became it was very rapid. It was more rapid with the construction of canals and the introduction of railways. Transportation become more easy. How they constructed canals and introduced railway. At the same time, the southern state, they give more importance for what? They give more importance for agriculture or cultivation. Okay, and in the southern states, they give more importance for cotton cultivation. and other type of cultivation agriculture to feed the growing industries both in England and in the northern states of America. I told you northern state give more importance for what? For industries and factories. At the same time southern state they give more importance for what? Agriculture or plantation. Okay. The southern state thus remained rural and exchanged raw material for industrial goods. Okay, understood what is the main difference between northern states and southern state? Northern state give more importance for what? Textile factories and manufacturing industries. The southern state give more importance for what? Cultivation or agriculture. This was the main difference. And the trading terms. The northern state give more importance for taxes for imported goods. Okay, they imposed taxes for imported good, so that the people they will use locally made goods. That is the aim for the northern state. Northern state imposed many taxes for importing goods, so that people they will prefer local goods. Okay, and this will encourage people to buy the cheaper local goods. At the same time, the southern state preferred tax-free trade. This was the important difference. The northern state imposed many kinds of taxes for imported goods, and the southern state preferred tax-free trade. Okay, understood. And next one is slavery. After USA gained independence, slave labor continued to be used in the cotton plantation of the southern state. I told you southern states preferred cultivation and agriculture, so that they need lot of laborers. These laborers were slaves. The slaves had no right and they received no wages for their labor. The slaves had no rights and received no wages for their labor. They were brought and sold simply like any other goods. Slaves were bought and sold like any other goods. There were no laws to protect them from the cruel treatment they often received from their masters. They lived in unhygienic conditions, were often badly fed and suffered from various diseases. Many were worked to death. This was the condition of slaves on those days. For them there were no laws. They were considered as any other goods. Okay, and the southern state, most of the plantation or most of the field, the people, the slaves came for work, and for them there is no wages, no rights. And now we will see that why did slavery became a cause for American Civil War. Slavery became a cause for American Civil War. After the independence, slave trade continued. After the independence, slave trade continued. Slave trade continued in north and southern states of America. But with Industrial Revolution, slavery gained. But after the Industrial Revolution, slavery gained a new strength. That means slaves began to get more money as salary. So even the owners also preferred to sell slaves in northern states. At the same time, southern states were not able to pay enough money to the slave, as their farms were few and small. This led to the conflict between north and south. The influence of liberal ideas like equality, freedom, etc. led to the end of slavery. The influence of liberal ideas like equality, freedom, etc. led to the end of slavery, and the authority of North America, they were ready to accept these changes. But southern state, they were mostly depending on slaves for what? For in their field and farms. So they were not ready to accept these changes. Thus slavery became a cause for a civil war between northern and southern states. Next reason is territorial expansion. What is that? Territorial expansion. As the result of industrial expansion, many foreigners, especially Europeans, came to America. They like to settle in north side. Why these people like to live in north side? Because it was a developed area. Okay, and they introduced knowledge of science and technology. The Europeans, they introduced knowledge of science and technology, and they explore new territories in the northern state. The south people wanted the new discovered areas or new state, slave state. The south people wanted the new discovered areas or new states as slave state, but the north people preferred them to be free state. With this, we can read a movement for the abolition of slavery began and became popular in North America around 1830. The people, those who support this movement, is known as abolitionists. Thus, territorial expansion is also become a reason for civil war. Once again, I will tell you what is meant by territorial expansion. As a result of industrial expansion, many foreigners, especially the Europeans, came to America. They prefer the north side, and they introduce knowledge of science and technology, and they explore new territories in the north state. The south people wanted the north discovered area or new state as slave state, but the north people preferred them to be free state. With this, we can read a movement for the abolition of slavery began and became popular in North America around 1830. The supporters, the people, those who support this movement, is known as abolitionists, and this territorial expansion is also became a reason for civil war. Understood? So students, here we are concluding the video. If you have any doubt about the topic or concept, please ask me. You can ask to me through comments. Okay? So let us stop the class here. Next day we will continue with another topic. Bye.